my dear students. How are you? I hope all are you good. Welcome back to another class. Today, let me start English chapter number 14, Romeo and Juliet part 2. So, list of characters: two servants of the house of Capulet, two servants of the house of Montague, Escalus, Escalus, Prince of Verona, Paris, a young nobleman, Lady Montague, Lord Montague, Capulet, heads of boarding households, Lady Capulet, Lord Capulet, Romeo, son to Montague, Benvolio, nephew to Montague, and friend to Romeo, Tybalt, nephew to Lady Capulet, Friar Lawrence, Friar John, Franciscans, okay, Balthasar, servant to Romeo, Samson, Gregory, servants to Capulet, nurse, Juliet, nurse, Julius, daughter to Capulet, okay. So, citizens of Verona, maskers, guards, watchmen, and attendants. So, part 1. The Montagues and Capulets were two important families in the city of Verona. There was a quarrel between them. This quarrel was so fierce that even the servants hated each other and they fought and cursed each other whenever they met. The play tells of the love of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo was the son of Lord Montague, the head of the Montague family. Juliet was the daughter of Lord Capulet. One day, two servants of the house of Capulet saw two servants of the house of Montague. They began to fight. Benvolio, a friend of Romeo, saw them fighting. He was a man who liked peace and quiet, so we tried to stop the fight. Benvolio stopped, but it was too late. Tybalt, a hot-blooded Capulet, had arrived. The noise in the shouting and broad officers among them. Lord Capulet and his wife came, and Lord Montague and his wife. The heads of the two families drew their swords. Suddenly, the Prince of Verona, Prince Escalus, arrived. Scalus, you men, you beasts, your quarrels spoil the quiet of our town too often. Now listen, if ever you make trouble in our streets again, you shall pay for it with your lives. Now let everyone leave this place. Okay, so Lord and Lady Montague and Benvolio were the last to go. Lady Montague, where is Romeo? I'm very glad he wasn't in this fight. Benvolio, very early this morning, I couldn't sleep, so I walked into the woods on the west of the city. There I saw a Romeo. He was alone. I went towards him, but when he saw me, he went and hid himself among the trees. I didn't follow him. Lord Montague, Romeo has been sung on many mornings. We've been alone, but when the sun comes up, he goes into his room and he shuts the daylight out. I'm afraid of for him. Benvolio, look, here he comes. If he will go home, I will try to find out what his trouble is. He did not have to ask Romeo any questions before he learned the truth. Romeo, I love the beautiful Rosaline, but she doesn't love me. Benvolio, forget her, don't think of her. Romeo, you can't teach me to forget. Benvolio, you should let your eyes look around more freely. Look at other beautiful women. Romeo, they only show me how much more beautiful Rosaline is than any of them. In a street in Verona, Count Paris was talking to Lord Capulet, Juliet's father. Paris belonged to the prince family. Paris, what do you say to my wish to marry Juliet? Lord Capulet, she's too young. Let 2 more summers pass before we think of her as ready to be married. She is my only child, but you may seek her and see if you can win her love. I am giving a great feast tonight, as I have done for many years at this time of year. There will be dancing. All my friends will be there. Come and be one of them. Juliet will be there. Lord Capulet, to a servant, go everywhere in Verona and find all the people whose names are written on this piece of paper. Ask them to come to dinner at my house tonight. Then he walked away with Paris. Servant, thinking aloud, this is going to be quite difficult for me because I can't read. Benvolio and Romeo came along the street. They were still wondering about Romeo's unhappiness. Servant, giving Romeo the list of names. Please, sir, can you read? Romeo read it out for him. Romeo, Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselm and his beautiful sisters, Lucio and Helena, Rosaline, where are they to meet? Servant, at dinner at my master Capulet's house tonight. If you aren't a Montague, come and drink a cup of wine with us. Or Benvolio, this is a chance I wanted for you. You go there and compare your Rosaline with other beautiful women. She's beautiful to you. Now, because you have met so few others, Romeo, I will go, but only to look at Rosaline. The sun never saw her equal since the world began. Juliet was with her mother, Lady Capulet, and the nurse who had brought her up from a little baby. Nurse, you were the prettiest girl I ever nursed. If only I could live to see you married, then I would have everything I wished for. Lady Capulet, that's what I came to talk about. Juliet, how do you feel about getting married? Juliet, I haven't thought very much about it. Lady Capulet, younger girls than you here in Verona are already important ladies and mothers. I will tell you now, Count Paris hopes to win your love. Nurse, he's a man. Almost a perfect man. He's the finest man in Verona. Lady Capulet, you will see him tonight at our feast. He needs a wife. He needs only you to make him perfect. The evening came. Romeo and his friend Benvolio put on masks and went to the feast at Capulet's house. Tybalt was a Capulet. He heard Romeo's voice at the feast. Tybalt, I know that voice. He's a Montague. How dare he come here to serve? Fetch my sword. यानी कि मेरी तलवार लेके आओ. Lord Capulet, what's the matter? Tybalt, that man is a Montague, our enemy. Lord Capulet, it is young Romeo. Tybalt, yes. Lord Capulet, let him stay. The people of Verona say that he is a good young man. He is behaving like a gentleman. Take no notice of him and don't look so angry. Angry looks are not right at feast. Something wonderful had happened to Romeo. He had seen a girl so lovely and happy and good that he did not think of Rosaline anymore. Now he was truly most deeply in love. He and Juliet shook hands. Romeo, your soft hand is too tender for my rough touch, but my lips are ready to heal your gentle hand with a kiss. He kissed her hand. Romeo, you have lips too. Juliet found that she was in love with him too and they kissed. Nurse, your mother wants to speak to you. Romeo, who is her mother? Nurse, her mother is Lady Capulet. It was a terrible thing for Romeo to hear. Everyone began to leave and we left with the others. Juliet watched them go. Julio, come here, nurse. Who is that gentleman over there? Go and ask his name. Nurse, his name is Romeo. He's a Montague, the only son of your great enemy. That same night, while Romeo's friends were trying to find him, Romeo was standing below Juliet's lighted window. Someone came to the window. Romeo, it's Juliet. Oh, it's my love. She's speaking, but she's not speaking to me. She's looking up at the stars. If her eyes were stars in heaven, they would be so bright that birds would think it was day and start to say. Juliet leaned out of the window and rested her face in her hand. She was thinking of Romeo. She didn't know that he was there listening. Juliet, oh Romeo, Romeo, where are you? Romeo, change your name, or if you can't, I will no longer be a Capulet. It is only your name that is my enemy. But what does a name matter? If a rose had any other name, it would smell as sweet. Romeo, it is only your name that is my enemy. But what does a name matter? If a rose had any other name, it would smell as sweet. Call me love. Let that be my name, and from now I will never be called Romeo. I hate my name because it is an enemy to you. Juliet was silent for a moment in surprise. Juliet, how did you come here? The walls are high. Romeo, stones walls can't keep love out. Juliet, if any of my family sees you here, they will kill you. Romeo, if they had ended my life, that would be better than for me to go on living without your love. Juliet, do you love me? I know that you say yes, but even if you swear it, you may still be untrue. Romeo, lady, I swear by the moon that touches with silver tops those fruit trees. Juliet, oh, don't swear by the moon. It changes every month. Your love might be so changeable. Romeo, what shall I swear by? Juliet, don't swear at all. At the moment, the nurse called. Juliet, I hear noise. Sweet love, goodbye. She went inside, but soon she came back. Juliet, dear Romeo, if you truly wish to marry me, send me a message tomorrow. I will send someone who will bring me your message. Tell me where and what time you will marry me. And I will lay all that I have at your feet and follow you, my lord, though the entire world. The nurse called again. Juliet went in and then came out again. Juliet, Romeo, Romeo, my sweet Juliet, at what time shall I send to you, Romeo? At 9 o'clock. Juliet, my messenger will be there. It's almost morning. I must go. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I won't stop saying good night until tomorrow. She went back in her room. Romeo, sleep rest on your eyes, peace in your breast. I wish that I was sweet and peace to rest in so sweet a place. Romeo turned away. Romeo to himself, I must go to Friar Lawrence. So, my dear students, the chapter is in here. I hope you all are very well understand full chapter. So, we will meet you the next class. Thank you, everyone.